Welcome to Turn to Your Neighbor. This is the Christian Talk Show where we talk about music, movies, the church, social media, and a whole lot more. My name is Cliff, and today I am by myself. So here's what we're going to do because my co-host just kind of bailed on me. I don't know what they're doing. They just not here, but the show will go on anyhow. So today, here's what we're going to do. Neighbors, if you want to join me on the show today, just let me know right here in the chat and I will have you hop on with me and we will do the show together. I can take up to, I don't know, 4 or 5 more neighbors so we can have a party up in here. And so anybody want to help me out, or I can just fly this ship by myself. Ship. I don't want none of y'all think I'm cursing. I said ship. I can fly this ship by myself and, we'll have a discussion. So if anybody out there would like to jump on here with me and help me with the show today, you just let me know in the chat and I will get you on. All you need is a phone with a camera or a laptop or a computer with a camera, and we can get this done. Don't worry about cussing. Don't worry about what you're going to say, because you can't say anything worse than some of the videos that we've had on here. So it's all good. All right. So do me a favor, neighbors, right now, wherever you are, and share this video right now so we can get some more people hanging out with us today in the neighborhood. And so I'm telling y'all to share. I'm going to share as soon as this lets me. Facebook sharing has changed and it is. All right, so it looks like I have no neighbors that are willing to jump on and do this with me, but that's all right. That's all right anyhow. So before we continue, I want to give a shout out to all the pastors out there that are helping your flock and feeding your flock, because October is still Pastors Appreciation Month. So I want to give a shout out to all the pastors. Much props for all the work that you are doing and helping people. Okay, neighbors, this is okay, all right, so there is one. So, all right, Angela, I will send you the link. If anybody else, just let me know. I will get you up in here and we can have a good time together. Mac, does that mean let's go mean you want to come in, Mac, or you just saying let's go out of excitement? All right, so I'm going to message. All right, Angela, I just sent you the link to get in. So as soon as you hop on, we will. All right, and Mac is going to come in. Cool. Oh, this should be a good time. If Angela and Mac will help me out today. All right, Mac, I am sending you the link right now. All right, so as soon as my guest co-host hop on with me, we are going to get this show started. I hope everybody's doing good out there. The world is still crazy and a lot of crazy stuff is going on, but God is still good. And so we're going to have a good time as soon as my co-host hop in here. It's a little delay. So hopefully in a minute, they will be with us and we will get this show on the road. So it's going to be interesting. Any of you know or have seen the type of things that Angela and Mac both say in the comments, So Angela is ready. I'm bring her on.
Angela is ready in her bonnet.
What's up, Angela? How you doing?
It's bedtime, but I'm here for it.
Thank you. With the bonnet and everything. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And as soon as Matt gets in here, we are going to get this thing going.
Now, this is going to be a genuine what are we doing, Cliff, because I have no idea.
It's okay. Dre never knows. Well, Dre could know, but he chooses not to know.
He chooses.
What we do anyway. And Angela's connection. All right. So as we are waiting for Angela and Mac to jump on, okay, here we go.
I'm sorry, I pushed the wrong button.
It's okay. It's all right.
I'm trying to find the chat. Okay, let's do this.
Okay. All right, you good?
I'm here.
Okay. All right.
I'm here
So
for it.
as soon as Mac gets together, I'm not sure if Mac is has to get himself pretty or whatever. He has to get the right lighting, get his makeup
Maybe he's
done.
looking for his bonnet. You don't know.
That would be interesting. That would be. we should have an all bonnet episode.
I got bonnets for days. I have reversible bonnets. I have African pride bonnets. I don't really have African pride bonnets.
Okay. I'm sure there are African pride kente cloth bonnets.
We'll find something. I'll get one custom made. My mama can make a bonnet. I don't know if that's true or not, but
here is my man Mac. What's up, Mac?
Oh,
what it do? Don't.
You just needed a bonnet, is all I'm saying.
All right.
The bottom of his shirt.
All right, so this is going to be good because Angela and Mac have no idea what we're going to cover today other than what's in the show description. And so it's going to be cool. I promise. It's going to be cool. I appreciate both of y'all for helping me out today. So y'all ready to get into this? All right, first thing I want to talk about. I'm not sure if you two know Pat Robertson. He is the gentleman who created the CBN network. 700 Club, exactly. I like to call him Uncle Pat because Uncle Pat will go out and say crazy stuff. Uncle Pat's that crazy uncle you have that says all kinds of crazy stuff. So recently, Uncle Pat was trending on Twitter today because he had some interesting things to say about the president and about who will win the upcoming election. I want you and neighbors to check out what Uncle Pat said.
There's going to be a war. Ezekiel 38 is going to be the next thing down the line. Then a time of peace. Then maybe the end. But nobody knows the day or the hour when the Lord's going to come back. He said the angels don't know it. And only the Father knows it. So I'm not saying this is the second coming, but I am saying there are things that people have thought would be during a millennial time with the coming of Jesus that are going to happen in our lifetime. And the next thing is the election that's coming up in just a few weeks, at which time, according to what I believe the Lord told me, the president is going to be reelected. I'm saying by all means, get out and vote for whoever you want to vote for. But by all means, let your voice be heard. But it's going to lead to civil unrest of great proportion. Then a war against Israel and so forth and so on. There's going to be a war. Ezekiel 38 is going to be the next thing down the line. Then
Brother Uncle Pat is out here saying that not only will President Trump be reelected, but also his reelection will lead to civil unrest. And he's saying God told him this. Angela, we'll start with you. You have any thoughts on this?
So first thing second, everybody always tells me my face can't lie. And as I'm watching my own reaction, like, this is a problem. I should put my mask on, then y'all won't know. You'll still know. He looks like trash. Didn't hear a thing he said. He looks so hot.
Well, he's an older gentleman.
Old is an understatement.
He's got to be in 80s, 90s, probably in his 90s.
It's 137 years old.
Yeah, at least.
Okay. Okay. So, do you have any thoughts about what he said about President Trump, about the civil unrest? Y'all to be talking about how he looked.
What? Because it's who I am. It's who we are as the people. He hasn't said anything that we haven't already said. He just said it in Jesus' name. So I feel like he needs to sit down somewhere and just give up the ghost.
Really, when you think about it, it's a 50-50 chance that Trump, I mean, I know there are other smaller candidates, but really it's 50-50 chance that Trump will win. So it's not some huge revelation saying that Trump will be reelected. But the civil unrest thing, that's interesting. I have not heard
We're dealing
many
with civil unrest now. Come on, Spiss.
This is true.
He's literally saying, like, I opened the news and this is what I saw. So I'm saying it in Jesus' name. Bye. He's done.
So if it is civil unrest, I need to know what the word of the Lord is regarding me getting a gun license. If it's going,
It
What is
says
the Lord?
Leviticus chapter 4, verse 2. Carry ye the arms.
Yeah. What is the Lord saying about me being strapped? I need to know.
He said, "Go thee now and buyeth a gun."
Probably should.
It's in Leviticus.
Probably should. Probably be before, because this election is gonna. It's not. We're not gonna get results on the 3rd. So probably between now and January 1st, it might be smart for the saints of God to bear arms. And I don't mean wear tank tops.
No, he's no. It be ever so strapped is what it says in my Bible. It's the Message version though, so it could be a little off.
Could be. And so, of course, in true neighbor fashion, the neighbors are going off on my man's appearances, saying my man has Jimmy Neutron head. And they said, where is his neck?
Where is his neck?
In true neighbor fashion. So, but according to Uncle Pat, that President Trump is going to get reelected. Okay. 50-50 chance. That's fine. This is the same. Let me inform you, neighbors. This is the same Pat Robertson that said, because he's had these quote unquote bold predictions before. In 1976, he predicted that the world would end in October or November.
Calendar was off.
Or November of 1982. In 1990, he wrote a book that the world would be destroyed on April 29th, 2007.
All right, so he's batting. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about this for a minute.
Yeah.
The man's crazy.
Exactly.
Okay.
You just need to get him back on his pills.
All the timers are set in. He don't know what he's talking about. We can take everything he says with a grain of salt. And let this man just go in the corner, soil himself, and talk. And he'll be fine.
Soil himself. He is definitely not one for being accurate. I tell you that.
You know he got on Depends right now.
He doesn't care that he's inaccurate, and his viewers don't care that he's inaccurate. I feel like if I was wrong that often, somebody would tell me to sit down by now.
Yeah, I don't even know. I wouldn't even know how to watch 700 Club if I wanted to.
You're not missing.
I didn't know that still came on.
So he has an audience somewhere, but yeah. So Uncle Pat was, like I said, today he was trending on Twitter. At one point, he hit #1 worldwide.
We just gonna go on and say he's not our uncle.
Okay.
He's an uncle.
He's an uncle. All right. He's that, but like I said, he's that crazy uncle that just says crazy kind of stuff.
I mean, but isn't that what they said about Donald Trump? That he tweets like a crazy old uncle?
Exactly.
I need to know who your uncles are, because my uncles don't do that. They might drink a little bit.
Hey, wait a minute. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong conversation.
They might
Mac is that uncle.
Sometimes. I do have an Uncle Richard Jr.
I'm not uncle.
But none of them say crazy things like this on a national platform.
Okay.
And get taken seriously for it. Bye.
All right, we're gonna move on. I'm not sure if you. I'm sure if I say the name Fred Price, your mother and your grandmother know who Fred Price is. This is Fred Price Jr. He is the pastor of the Crenshaw Christian Center.
Can I interrupt?
Hey, go ahead.
We don't have to take him seriously because he has lines in his head. Continue.
Oh, with the 80s, 90s parts, he's bringing it back.
Nope, he's not. He's not at all. We don't have to take him seriously.
He's bringing it back. Fred Price Jr., who is the son of, like I said, most of our parents, I'm sure all of our parents know who Fred Price is. He's like the original black TV preacher. So Fred Price Jr. Was quoted as saying that, I'll read you what he said. He said that a contentious decision can include abstention because voting for the lesser of two evils is still evil. So Fred Price Jr. is telling people that they can abstain from voting. He's a pastor telling people they can abstain from voting.
He's a black pastor.
Yes.
Like, let's just address the fact that my 13-year-old said she wasn't voting, and I almost cut her in the neck because she's 13, but she can't yet vote. We had to have a whole dialogue about it.
Now,
how do you get to tell black people not? You know what?
Well, she technically didn't lie. She's not voting.
You don't help, Mac.
I'm just saying.
Now, he also said that in addition to choosing to not vote, Christians can also write in a candidate of their choice. He said, you have to vote your conscience. He does plan to vote this year, but he says, there's many ways you can contribute and your voice is heard, even if the choice you make, for a fact is not going to win. You could, for example, write in any name if you weren't feeling the Democratic or Republican nominee. It's something you could do, he says.
I'm pretty sure that in the Bible, somewhere between Genesis and Revelations, it says that don't follow this dude. I feel that in my shando.
Is
Somewhere
that in Limitations too?
in there. It's somewhere between Genesis and Revelations. Don't follow this cat.
It's in Coonery chapter 4, verse 3.
That might be it.
For any pastor, much less a black pastor, to tell people to not vote. He didn't say not vote. He said it's okay if you don't vote.
No, it's not.
It's not okay.
It's not.
That's very irresponsible.
So irresponsible for him to say that. I'm sorry.
Stuff like this is what's going to cause us a bigger downfall than what we already have. Excuse me 1 second. I'm going through the darkness.
It's okay. Why are you doing? I'm in the camp that, and I know some people don't think you have this mentality, but I'm in the camp. If you're black and you willingly choose to not vote, you are basically disrespecting your ancestors to their face, because our ancestors fought hard for us to have that right, whether you like the candidate or not. And there is more than just a presidential candidate on the ballot. People, yeah. So you may not find satisfaction in either other candidate, but be a big boy, be a big girl, and pick one. And it's important that you understand that there's people down ballot. Or you could do that. Or you could just, and there's down ballot. Down ballot is extremely important. People want to talk about the president or not, but your congressmen or just as a congressman, congresswomen are just as important, and other local officials.
And the comptroller, because I just figured out what that was.
There you go. All those, there are a lot of important offices, but for a pastor to say that,
for a pastor to come out his face and say that in the times that we're in right now, after everything that we've been through, after everything that our forefathers and foremothers have been through, all the hell that they've been through, excuse my French, I know this is a Christian show.
Mm-hmm. Hell is in the Bible. It's not only a slap in the face, it's really hurting us as a people, because he's not the only person spewing this nonsense. Let's be real. Mm-hmm. The issue is he's a pastor, so he's going to get the bulk of the blame. But there's other people out there who are saying, "Oh, you don't got to vote, you don't got to do this," and we end up in the same garbage that we're in now, with the clown for a president, because nobody wanted to go out.
Because the pastor said I don't have to.
Because pastor said I can write my name in.
He gave me communion and said I don't have to do it if I don't want to.
So, Angela, your picture is all jacked up.
Uh-oh.
Go out.
I don't know how to.
Go out and come back in.
Don't tell me what to do.
So while waiting for Angela, I'm going to. April says, "Sounds like someone's campaign contributed nicely to this Crenshaw Benevolence Fund." She's alluding to the fact that he might have been
he got a little
payola just to make a nice neutral statement to his predominantly black congregation.
No, I just think you're dumb.
And so one of the neighbors, Shay, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, she says, truth of the matter is we do have the choice to vote or not. While, yes, we have that choice, I would push back and say that why would you take the choice to not vote willingly? So I mean, I can understand if your job, you can't get off work, or you forget somehow, or you can't get to voting, even though there's tons of ways to vote now other than just standing in the polls on election day. I don't understand why anyone would choose to willingly not vote. What does that benefit? Like as a citizen of this country, we have a responsibility to participate in the democracy.
It's crazy, man.
And we have to attempt to make the democracy work for us. And it doesn't work for us if we don't exercise our right to vote. Just my 2 cents.
I'm with you.
Okay, so this next video I want to show you is last week. Last week I showed a video. I'm not sure if I think both of you watched. I showed a video of a pastor shaving women's private parts, right?
Yeah. That was razor coaching.
Yeah, that was a razor coaching. So this week I have another pastor inappropriately touching someone.
Wait, I feel a what are we doing, Cliff? In my spirit, what are we doing, Cliff?
And so this time it's a male, and
wait, a male getting shaved?
A male getting touched inappropriately
by another male.
Yeah, and I want to let you and the neighbors know that I intentionally blocked out the touching part because and I don't want people to say well, you didn't do it last week, why you do it this week? So I'm not showing preferential treatment to the man. I was reacting because I anticipated Dre being here. I know Dre has issues with stuff like that, so I blocked it out for his benefit.
Let me take on Dre's role. What are we doing?
And so I don't want anybody to think I'm giving the man preferential treatment, that I didn't block out things when the woman was up there. I'm doing it now because my co-host has issues with what he sees as graphic content. What I see is nothing.
You built this up so bad. I'm a little terrified.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's a black box. I tried to. So I want y'all to check this out.
I should have asked questions before I got on.
You should, for both of us.
Oh, they're speaking a language that we don't speak. So you can see. This preacher is rubbing on this man's penis, and I don't know what he's saying. I don't know why he's doing it. He's speaking.
He's saying I'm grabbing your junk. That's what he's saying.
He's speaking a language that is not my language. But
man. There's so many things I can say that are not right.
He's praying for his lower regions.
For his loins.
Yes.
He's blessing his loins.
I am trying to keep this holy, Cliff, and you are taking me down the path.
I'm here for it, Matt.
Clean it up. Let me hear what you got to say.
Oh, I don't know if I can clean this up.
Now, I tried to figure out why is he praying for him. Now, maybe the brother is having issues down there.
He needs some Blue Chew. Not that I know what that is.
You heard.
I heard.
You heard.
That if you go to the gas station and get the Blue Rhino, from what the people in the streets are saying, he need that. That's all. He'll be fine.
So I was really waiting for you to insert Magic City into this somehow.
Listen, I don't always talk about Magic City. Okay.
I mean, but you do.
Now
it was coming out though.
That might help bring forth a resurrection. If that brother does need a resurrection, that might help.
Resurrection.
That might help that brother with his resurrection issue.
Actually, I think the pastor is in Magic City right now. I think this is all for the pastor. This is not for nobody else.
Okay.
Can you
talk about their facial expressions? Because bruh is just like, yeah, this is a thing that happened.
Yeah, they're both just going with it. Could you imagine any scenario would you let a preacher touch you down there?
No.
I wish a preacher would.
Not at all. And you can stop running it now. Please, sir.
He is just as bad as Dre.
It's a black box. You can't see. Your imagination is taking you. Like, I cannot even imagine. Like if I'm praying with praying for a female, I just touch her shoulder. I don't go beyond touching her shoulder.
Okay, so maybe it's not that he is praying for resurrection, but maybe he's praying that he will not need to resurrect because he overly
to calm down his okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That could be it.
Maybe he's a leper.
That could be it. He could also be praying for his swimmers to swim strong.
or
Uh-huh.
the pastor can be getting his rocks off.
Or that too. That too. I'm not sure which African nation this is.
There's just so many people that are standing there just chilling.
But the last 2 weeks, I wish I knew my African dialect so I could interpret.
You ain't put it in like Google Translate?
Google Translate is only for text, I believe.
It's
Let me
not.
tell you something.
You can drop a video in the Google Translate and it'll translate the video.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. You just making up.
If I'd have walked into this service, I'd have did an about face real quick and walked right back out.
Nope, I'd have stayed because I have questions.
No.
Excuse me, sir. What are you doing?
Judging by the reaction of the crowd, I would wager that they're not surprised by this.
Nope, and that's why I have questions. Because how come none of y'all care about the fact that he's pulling on this man's jingle jang? That's not okay.
And Pastor Hampton, is this the Strong Meat Conference?
Kick him out.
Apparently not, because he needs some help with the prayer. This is not the Strong Meat Conference. This meat was tainted.
Okay.
See, Cliff, you did this. You did this.
No. All right. I got. We gonna move on. I got something else. So, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with. There have been a lot lately with people blowing shofars. You know, that horn. A couple months ago, we played Juanita Bynum doing it. Like they blow the horn to get some kind of effect, right? I want you to check out this one. Blowing the shofar didn't really go too well for this one woman.
I want to hear that sound that is coming, the sound that God has told us to blow the trumpets in Zion and to make a sound. Hear the sound right now.
It's the wig and eyebrows for me.
How's she looking?
That's they did have the dirty.
There wasn't no audition for this position. He's still going. Oh.
You know he done pooped himself twice.
About to give himself an aneurysm.
Look at it. She
so they didn't have like a sound effect.
Lord, bless the name of Jesus. We're going to have our psalmist now. Thank you.
They didn't have a sound effect to just so he could pretend like he was blowing his shofar.
I don't know why our people still continue to try to blow this doggone horn.
I don't know, but I bet you this was the last time he did it.
That's a she. That's Bishop Joan. That's a female.
Blowing the little
that is
phone?
a female. Her
Blowing
name is Joan.
Oh,
Bishop
my bad,
Joan.
Joan.
I don't know why
Joan
people keep
look like
blowing
Joe.
this doggone horn. I don't know why people not practicing before they blow the horn. Like, why don't you had the horn in your house, practice before you go on camera?
Can you grab Derek James's comment and then kick him out? Can we kick him out the neighborhood?
No, we are not kicking people out today.
Nope. You gotta say what he said.
Derek said this is a video representation of why the previous guy needed prayer. His horn didn't work.
It didn't blow. It didn't toot toot.
See? Yeah. I know it may look like a brother, but that is Bishop Joan is very much female.
Oh,
I don't know why people keep trying to blow this doggone horn. Get a trumpet. You could blow the trumpet in Zion. It's the same effect. It's a lot of other instruments you could get. I'm not sure why people keep blowing this horn.
You couldn't find a recorder?
Blow the recorder in Zion. It doesn't have the same effect.
It would have sounded better than that mess, though.
It would have. It definitely would have. I'm not sure what happened to Mac. We're gonna give him a second to come back. Yeah, and she knew she was wrong. That's why she kept looking. Like, oh, am I? I think she wanted the other lady to bail her out. Like, you know when you're not on your best game and you're just looking for people to bail you out. And so she was looking.
She was hoping. Beyond hope.
She was praying for. she was praying for the pastor to bail her out, and she didn't. So she just kept blowing.
No, that's when you mute her Zoom and move on.
Yeah. All right. So this next thing, I want y'all to tell me if this is what you think about this. Do you think it's real or not? These people are singing, having service, doing something. I want you to let me know what you think about it.
Oh wait, what are you waiting?
So I'm not sure if this is real or not, but if this is fake, is this definitely when playing church goes bad?
I've never wanted to hear that so far. So bad.
So we're gonna assume that they playing, but I don't think that the other three in the back knew the homegirl in the front was so bad. I think they decided that they was gonna play some church, but they didn't realize homegirl this definitely not her A game.
I have a question. Can we talk about the size of their backdrop?
Yes.
What are they backdropping? Because they ain't fitting that.
I don't know. Maybe they also use that to take their glamour shots.
Nope. Okay,
no.
So we have a graduation cap and gown. Mm-hmm. We have it's not a bathrobe. Is that a church coat?
I think that's just her jacket, her trench coat, maybe.
And then I don't know what this outfit is doing in the t-shirt. Okay, there's so many things wrong. Who's recording this? That's my first problem.
I don't know.
This whole scene reminds me of the part in the Five Heartbeats when they had somebody playing the piano that didn't know the music, and the whole thing was all messed up. And this whole scene reminds me of that.
Oh man, yeah,
it's terrible. They got family pictures on the wall. Old girl got her CFM jacket on. I don't know what's going on with homegirl right here with the mic. I'm confused. They all sound terrible. Let's be real.
They sound like Goody. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
it sounded like there was almost a harmony and then they realized that they were harmonizing. They're like, nah, we can't be great.
And then where the homegirl dip off to when she put the church finger up and just dipped off the scene? Where did she go?
She thinking anywhere but there.
Like they were really recording it.
Anywhere but there. I think they intended to have a good time singing, and then they didn't realize how bad homegirl was. I don't know if that's the first time they heard her sing or something, but
they're all.
How come the girl with the mic is the only one that is like dressed for the occasion? Was this her show? Are they supposed to be the pips?
But wait, why the girl in the yellow got her hands like she ready to receive something? What's she receiving with that voice?
She was trying to go in.
Going in.
When you know the song is Hallelujah, you know you're getting ready, you're gonna go in, but then the girl with the headband just takes you out the spirit.
Where is she going in, Cliff?
I don't know. You can't go nowhere with the way they were singing.
They wasn't going nowhere from jump. Yeah. They didn't even get in the car.
Can I just say this ain't even worth an oil rating?
Well, Pastor Hampton's already given it -3. You know the member's gonna give it oil. The neighbor's gonna give it oil.
This is terrible.
All right, I got something else. Check out this video of Pastor makes an announcement about mask at church.
Oh Jesus!
Good old church milk.
Hold on.
Is this
I'm gonna. What happened?
Milk of Magnesia Church.
I'm gonna redo. I'm gonna put the sound up. I'm gonna replay it. All right, so I want y'all to check this out when the pastor makes an announcement about wearing masks. Here we go.
I can see the direction that we're going. Here's what we're going to do. If you don't want to wear that mask anymore, you don't have to wear that mask anymore. If you just feel like that, you want to keep your mask on.
So if you notice, there is a melanated brother in the back. Let's call him Deacon Johnson. Deacon Johnson with the white shirt. Deacon Johnson does not take off his mask. Deacon Johnson not here to play y'all games. Deacon Johnson clapping his hands like, y'all go ahead and be crazy.
So in this mayonnaise in church, they still have a synthesizer circa 1976.
Oh yeah.
And the drummer, not sure what he was wooing.
They excited. Like, look at the guitar player. Look at the guitar player. Look at Billy, the guitar player. They all excited. They were happy to take off those masks.
Paul, the percussionist, was happy. Gary, the guitar player, was happy. And I feel
Gary,
about five new corona cases came right out this whole video.
But you know who didn't get it? Deacon Leroy. What's his name? Deacon Johnson. He didn't get it.
No, Deacon Johnson went home and said, these fools is crazy.
They put raisins in their macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, so this is what happens. All right, so I want to play. Oh, go ahead.
Richard Hampton said, no oil, but 76 coronavirus cases.
There it is right there. That's pretty much what's going to happen.
That's what it is.
All right, I want to play a game with you and the rest of neighbors. I expect your participation in the chat. We're going to play a game called How Churchy Are You?
Do I get a prize?
No,
not
Mac,
at all.
Mac, I know it's been a while. I need you to go back to your earlier years.
Okay.
Go back to. All right. So the first thing, how churchy are you?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been to a church that used this kind of fan?
Oh yeah.
And if you're lucky, you got to sit by it.
Oh yeah.
If you're lucky, you got to sit by it, right? So
yeah. And that's when you learn how
popped up in the back corner.
And you gotta sing it in you sing in the fan.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the air be powerful.
Mm-hmm.
That's listen, that's where my love of those fans came from.
And if you lucky, the oscillating feature is working.
Oh no, it don't
because
it blow in one direction.
One direction, so you got to get in front of. Because usually they don't have it on oscillate and you stuck. Neighbors, I want to hear it. Put it in the chat. Have you ever been to a church with this type of fan? Let me hear it, neighbors.
I'm telling you, we had two of them. And the dust they used to clump up on those fans, because ain't nobody clean them fans in about 15 years. It just blew allergies all over the place.
So a couple things. One of they would say a similar feeling to taking a bra off after a long day. I can't relate to that. I'm going to take a word
that's
for
when
it.
you take off your mask. That's when you take off your mask.
Okay. Pastor Hammond says 7 oils. Fitz is absolutely another yes from Shay. Definitely okay. All right, we got some churchy neighbors up in here. All right, y'all ready for the next one? Let's see. All right. Have you ever used any one of these fans?
If on the back of them is a funeral home, then yes.
But I'm talking about the front picture, though. The front.
Yes, every last one of them.
The back of it, a funeral home, and or a picture of some sort of service for single mothers.
Nah, you had Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
You had the Last Supper.
That's number 6.
You had Grandma's Hands.
Yes, number 9.
Then you had Jesus. Yeah, you had Jeremy Jesus praying over somebody.
Mayonnaise Jesus.
And that was it. We had those mostly. You know, after about 4 fans, the staple popped off on them. So the whole fan was just flapping all over the place. That's why you had the big fan in the back.
Exactly. And somebody's bad child colored all over it.
So we got the neighbors. Number six. I think 6 is the popular one. A lot of neighbors say it's 6. Derek said 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, I haven't had 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I haven't really been. I can't remember seeing those, but 6 through 9 definitely.
Y'all ain't had no main Asian Jesus.
Nah, we had 3, 6, 7, 8,
You didn't have
9.
a Caucasoid
Now,
king?
when you live in the city, the black funeral homes will sponsor the fans. We lived in the city, and so black funeral homes not even getting white Jesus. The black funeral homes got to pay for fans. They're gonna either do MLK or Last Supper.
Yeah, they had Martin Luther King on theirs.
Yeah.
Martin Luther the King.
All right. Now this next one may be more for our southern neighbors or neighbors who have been south. But have you ever been to a church? Oh, sorry. Have you ever been to a church that has a parking lot that looks like this?
All dirt road? Yeah.
My church growing up was all stone.
Have you ever, neighbors?
This fields of North Carolina right here.
Exactly.
Henderson, North Carolina.
Oh yes. You visit a southern church, you will see. Neighbors, have you ever been to a church that had a parking lot that looked like this? Let me see if I can get
And right beyond the dirt is the family cemetery.
And you better not get your church shoes just dirty kicking in that dust.
Oh, you forget about it. Your whole outfit is messed up kicking in that Georgia dust. I mean, that North Carolina dust. It's a wrap.
And Gary said there's also a lot of churches that look like this in the parking lot also have grave sites near them.
Yeah,
like
right family graves right behind it. Everybody back there.
All right, let's get to this next one. Have you ever been to more than 2 services on one Sunday? And hold on, let me rephrase it because I know some of y'all are part of New Age church. I'm not talking about the churches where you have like the 9 o'clock service and the 11 o'clock service, and 11 o'clock is just a repeat of 9 o'clock. No, I'm talking about, have you ever been to more than 2 services on one Sunday? So you go to your church, maybe somebody else's church, and then you got to go back to your church or go to multiple churches.
As a drummer, that was every Sunday.
Exactly.
I was a churchy kid, so you go to Sunday school, then you go to service, then you go to eat, and then you go to the second service. And if you're lucky, it's just 2 services.
In my heyday, we was doing 9 o'clock service in Patterson, 11 o'clock in Irvington, and we found a 4 o'clock service to play somewhere.
There was a point. So with my church growing up, we normally would have morning service and then night service. There was a point where our pastor was either our pastor or our church choir, depending on who you ask. Either one of them were fairly popular. So our pastor would get called to preach at other churches for their afternoon service. So we have our morning service, then we go eat, and then we would go to wherever appointment our pastor had with the choir and everything. And we would sit there waiting for whether the pastor would say whether or not we had night service. Like this was like waiting for the number 1 pick in the draft. Like you sitting there waiting because you was hoping that he would say no night service. You were sitting there holding your breath, and then when he would say no night service, you'd be like, "Oh, thank you, Lord."
No, he said that, and we've had good service, and I'll see you again. And no, you won't see me. I'll go to bed.
Yeah, so that was a whole thing, like sitting there just waiting whether or not you're gonna have night service. All right, so neighbors are saying
you can have 4 services in the comfort of your own bed. Just Zoom them all.
Yeah, you can. My mom said that was every Sunday. Yes, that was every Sunday. Pastor Anderson said the second service has the oil.
Of course, he says that.
Because second service where it's hot, because the sun is already beating down and it's sweating. The church ain't got no air conditioner. That second service be muggy.
You know I want a nap.
Yeah.
I can't speak for nobody else. Usually by second service, we tired. So by the time the preacher get to preaching, I'm downstairs trying to get some of that big fan AC, a soda, maybe a piece of cake that ain't got put out yet, so I can get right back up there for when we start the hooping and hollering.
There you go. Yeah, because you got to play behind them.
I got to play behind them.
All right, I got another one. Have you ever been to a service with more than 2 offerings? One single service, more than 2 offerings.
Can I tell you guys the last time, not the last time, so Created to Worship, there's a plug, was singing in Virginia, and I will not say who we were singing, who we were opening for. I will say it's trash. There were, during the show, when she finally showed up, she took 2 offerings for herself. She was 3 hours late. the next day we sang for their church service, and they took 3 offerings at church because the first one wasn't big enough, and the second one only had 2 people in the $50 line. If I could have gotten up and left, I would have.
Yep. Don't let them start getting to the lines, because they get to lines. The offering itself will take at least a half hour or more for them to raise this offering.
Where's the 50-cent line? That's what I got left in my pocket because y'all done taken 35 offering.
If I was playing the drums, they would come over there. I just had to put my hand up like I'm playing. I can't keep right now. I was good. I was busy.
I went to a concert, and they took an offering, and they had a credit card line. And that credit card line, because enough people weren't giving cash, he made everybody get their credit cards out and their debit cards and swipe, and that thing took a good 30 minutes. Yeah, I got up and left.
I was at a service once where the preacher said, all right, I want y'all to, he was raising the offering. Everybody was already standing. People had money in their hand. Oh, Mac, where you go? People had money in their hand, raising the offering. And so the preacher said, all right, I want you to write down how much you would want to make in a year.
No, thank you.
Write that down. So people taking out the pencils and the pens, he said, write down how much money you want to make in a year. People taking out the pencils and the pens and all that. And so then he said, now imagine that you give 90% of that to God. Everybody in the room started scratching out, erasing.
I would just need him to point to where that.
I was like, sir, what are we trying to accomplish with this offering? I guess he was trying to get people to understand that the more you give, and you want to get to the point where you can give more. But yeah, people were scratching stuff out, erasing, and doing all this stuff, and whatever he was trying to accomplish that day, he did not, because the offering still took long.
I was singing at a retreat recently, and they took an offering, and then after that, the pastor proceeded to fundraise for her own self by selling her wares, and stopped and said, "Do you guys feel like I'm soliciting?" Ma'am, you just offered us 2 different products with several ways to pay for them. Yeah, this is a big solicitation. That's what you're doing.
All right, before we get out of here, I want to show y'all one more thing. Check out this couple's response to their wedding day.
And we're going to save this high praise for the reception because we have a few.
Hey! Yes, sir.
It gets deeper. They're about to go in.
Oh, her hair is laid. He sleeps in the bonnet.
Oh, 2 steps.
She goes up there, gets her son.
Hey, now.
Comes down, and then grandma joins.
Nah, that's the mother of the bride and the mother of the groom.
You think so?
It's a family shout.
Because they're opposite sides of the church?
Yeah.
Now here comes the bride. Now she...
Wedding Wendy over here looks confused. Never been to a black wedding before.
So they're going to continue to go in for a little bit longer. But did anybody notice? I'm sure somebody is going to say something about leaving and cleaving.
I have a question.
And how the brother started shouting with his mama first and not his wife.
Listen, the MVP of this whole thing is the girl who held the train while the bride was getting it in. She did her job.
Yes, the maid of honor or the matron of honor. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
she
ahead.
the MVP of the whole thing.
Go ahead.
What purple big bird suit is mother wearing?
But she's trying to match the colors.
The colors are one. Why does she look like? Why does she have on feathers? Why? You didn't see him? Wait till mother comes out to get her little shout on with her son. It's purple and it has feathers. I have a problem with it.
Wait, but
I'm
the
waiting
person
for
who
it.
first started shouting, wasn't that the bride's mother?
I don't know whose mother this is.
'Cause that's the
This
bride's
one.
side.
Look at the feathers. Look
But
at the feathers.
she takes the man down. I'm gonna take you away from your wife, and you're gonna dance with me. Okay.
So maybe she's
That's the-
shouting with her son-in-law.
And then the mama came in and said, "I'm gonna get some of this two-step."
And then the three of them dancing, leaving the bride on the stage.
So
and they had a menage shout.
The one in purple is shouting because she's getting rid of her child.
And now here comes finally the bride decides on her own she gonna join. Nobody comes against the poor girl.
They don't even let her in the circle.
The bride said, "How y'all gonna shout on my day without
On
me?"
my day exactly. Have you ever been to a wedding like this? I have never.
No.
I have. They got divorced. I'm just saying. I'm not
Seriously?
saying
Are you for real?
I think they might have made it 2 years. Oh yeah.
Wow.
I sat there like this. This ain't gonna last. She put
Do I
on a
know?
shirt.
Do I know these people? Because off camera, you got to tell me.
Oh, you want me to name names?
No, not here.
Names.
I name all names all day. Okay. Here's the problem. Why is any of this necessary? Y'all knew yesterday you were getting married. Why couldn't you do this yesterday? That's what the hearse is for.
I can tell you, my wife and my mother love each other. But first of all, I wouldn't have did none of this. But if I would allow my mother to pull me off the stage away from my wife and not brought my wife with me, I wouldn't hear the end of it. It would come up.
Y'all wouldn't have made it. It'd have been 2 years in. Like, you know what? You left me on
it would come up in something. As a joke, as something, it would come up.
Y'all would having a petty argument. That's why you left me on my wedding day.
I'm pretty sure most women would bring that up.
I'm pretty sure most
pastel color wedding.
Yeah.
These are
a
all
lot of pastel colors. This is a real Easter wedding right here.
Yeah, but are they going for rainbow colors? They're not going for rainbow.
I don't know what they're
those colors
doing.
don't all match. It's not coordinated. They was like, "What you got in your closet? Put that on."
Pretty much. That's what.
Maybe she's with child.
What does that have to do with it?
And they're having to shout because she's married and before she has her baby. I made that up. I don't know. This is all shenanigans. This whole thing is shenanigans.
Yeah,
First Lady Hampton says, "Dude's mom is a pill."
She's gonna be a pill. She's gonna be annoying.
Yeah, like you think you can see her wedging herself into their business.
Yeah.
MVP is Becky the bride handler. Listen, she grabbed the train. She said, "I got it. You get your two-step on. I'm gonna help you out. I'm holding you down."
Donna said the groom looks like a sanctified T'Challa. And
no,
with that,
keep Donna out.
And that is funny.
Okay, all right. Well, I thank you guys for hanging with me tonight. I really appreciate you guys jumping on last minute. Did not know what I was going to talk about. Did not know I even needed help. But the Lord used you as the ram in the bush.
Can I say happy birthday to Alita?
Yeah, anything y'all want to say, go for it.
Happy birthday, Alita. I love you.
Hey, I ain't got no BSG, but I got black painting in the background. Black paint gang.
You got to lift your camera. I don't know what it is. What is that?
What is it? I don't know. My kids did.
We can't tell. Okay.
Wait. So Fitz, not Fitz. Mac, you gonna do a rant?
Let's see. Do I have a rant?
Mac was unprepared. How about I'll do the
You
end.
know what? I do.
Okay.
I do have a rant. And
okay.
it's all right. So you put me on the spot, so it's your fault.
I'll take it.
Okay. When's the last time you guys had Kentucky Fried Chicken? Okay. Let me set the
Chicken, not the
stage for
chicken
you.
sandwich, you mean?
No, just the Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Chicken.
The
It's
yard
been a,
bird.
it's been a minute.
On
Probably since
purpose. So here's the thing.
pre-quarantine.
My boss says, "Hey guys, you guys been doing a great job. You kicking butt, taking names. Our numbers are great. I'm buying you all lunch. Great, no problem." Everybody's like, can we get some pizza? Can we get some Subway, some something? She said, you know what? I'm gonna go out and get you some chicken. There's a Popeyes right up the street. I'm like, oh, we about to get some Popeyes. It's about to go
I see
down.
your point. Okay.
Maybe there was a line of Popeyes.
She went past the Popeyes. She went past the Acme. And she got Kentucky Fried Oily Chicken.
Oh, yeah.
She brought this back like she did something to us. Like, I did this for y'all.
She had a discount?
Is your boss's name Karen?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. My boss is of ethnic descent.
Oh, Laquita.
Which ethnic?
Our ethnicity.
The
problem is she don't eat meat no more. So she was like, back when I ate chicken, Kentucky Fried Chicken was great. Don't buy me lunch based off of what you used to like. Ask me what I want.
Pause. If you don't eat it anymore, what makes you think I want it?
I just want to ask me, involve me in the decision-making process. Hey, Mac, you've been doing a good job. What do you want for lunch today? I'm going to tell you, I don't want Kentucky Fried Chicken. Give me Popeyes. I'll take a brown paper bag and smother the honey mustard sauce before I get Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I want my boss to buy me lunch.
I mean, it was free. I did eat it. I'm not going to lie to you.
She didn't realize time to change. There's a hierarchy in chicken. And it's Popeyes.
It was free, though.
It's Popeyes. Grocery store / Walmart.
No. See, Cliff, here you go, Cliff. You lost your X's. It's Popeyes.
Well, everybody churches. Churches not that many markets, so I was going in. Okay, Popeyes and churches. You're right. Popeyes and churches.
Then you got your grocery store / gas station chicken.
Oh goodness, gas station.
Royal
Farms chicken.
Oh, okay, Royal Farms. Okay, are you throwing Walmart in with the grocery stores?
I don't think I've ever had Walmart chicken.
It's pretty much grocery store chicken.
Giant chicken.
It's grocery store. It's on the same. And then
it's your chicken shack. Jersey Fried, not Kentucky Fried, Jersey Fried, Ohio Fried, any one of your chicken shacks.
Okay.
That comes
you can't forget about the little Puerto Rican spot on the corner.
The bodegas, they got good. They come in like 4th or 5th.
And so you're saying Kentucky Fried is underneath chicken. All that. And we're not talking about chicken sandwiches. We're talking about fried chicken.
I'm talking about fried.
So Chick-fil-A is not part of this discussion. Wendy's chicken sandwich is not part of this discussion.
Allow me to say something real blasphemous.
I'm setting the parameters for the neighbors.
Chick-fil-A is overrated.
Kick them out the neighborhood.
It's overrated.
But you know what? We were homies.
Listen, Chick-fil-A is overrated.
I bet you tell people they don't have to vote you, don't you?
It is. Listen, if you want chicken, okay, you go into a chicken place. If you want a chicken sandwich, you can now get the chicken sandwich from Popeyes, which is better than the chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A. I'll take Wendy's chicken sandwich over Chick-fil-A.
Okay, so here's what I will defend you right here, because the original Popeyes chicken sandwich, so the first round where people waiting in line, beating each other up and all that other kind of stuff, that chicken sandwich is way better than
First of all, there's something heavenly about those pickles.
But then when they stopped,
I don't eat pickles.
When they stopped selling the chicken sandwich and then they got their act together and they relaunched it, I had it after the relaunch. It wasn't the same.
It wasn't the same.
Maybe that just one restaurant, but it wasn't the same after the relaunch. I don't know if you had it on both times.
It wasn't the same, but I'll still take Wendy's spicy chicken over Chick-fil-A. You go to Chick-fil-A for the other part.
I've heard people say that.
I'm speaking.
What you got to say?
I'm speaking. Nothing. I just wanted Mac to stop talking.
You reclaiming your time?
I'm reclaiming my time.
But you got to admit, the Chick-fil-A nuggets, they just taste different.
Listen,
than than all them other nuggets.
The
Like
teeth
Right,
of my
flavor.
but that's nuggets. It's not a chicken sandwich or chicken.
Right.
Nah, I
That's
think
nuggets.
it's just a chicken nugget. The chicken, they chicken nugget. The other restaurants is just breaded chicken. It just, I mean, but the Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets actually have flavor.
What makes their chicken nuggets better? Is it chicken or is it the sauce?
It's the flavor. The seasoning of the chicken. It's the seasoning of the chicken is different.
I beg to differ. I think it's the sauce. I think if you ask most people,
keep on
they'll-
begging. You're still wrong.
I can't run with you on that one. I was with you on the chicken sandwiches.
No,
I can't
stop.
remember.
This whole show is void.
Oh man.
All
All right.
credibility is lost. Y'all ever watch the news and you see that one idiot in the back who just wants to be on TV?
Oh my god.
You ever watch the news and have that one idiot
Yeah.
doing everything she can to
And then when they get interviewed, I tell y'all it was something going on down there. I don't even know.
ladies and gentlemen, that idiot.
I just ran.
Idiot though. I'm a smart idiot.
Did you grab Did you grab your hot pocket?
While y'all sorting that out, I'm gonna do this. All right, I want to thank everybody for watching and hanging with us today. Big thanks to Mac and Angela. All you neighbors, you can catch the show live every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on Facebook or YouTube. Or if you want to watch the show on demand, go to turntailneighbor.com for all the different ways you can watch on demand. If you have not done so, make sure you like our page or hit the notification button on YouTube, like the Facebook page, so you'll get notification whenever we go live. You can jump in and hang with all the neighbors and have fun with us on the live show.
Except not Matt, because he's not invited anymore.
Hey, listen, I'm always invited. I'm that dude. I will make myself invited.
No.
Hey, listen, neighbors, if any of you want to really make this Turn to Your Neighbor After Dark pop off, you gotta talk to Cliff. All right, he's holding me back. The man won't let us be great. He won't let us be great people. This is my time to speak to you. I applaud you. I speak to the person that's behind that keyboard right now. I say right now, if you want your Turn to Your Neighbor After Dark,
So what tell the people what kind of stuff do you think Turn to Your Neighbor After Dark will actually talk about?
I don't know. I didn't get that far.
Okay. You just want to show it
from Africa.
You just want to show title Turn to Your Neighbor After Dark.
I just want all the unfiltered, raw, uncut. Say what you want to say.
Nope.
When the people ain't around.
With what he showed with what he showed earlier. I need all filter that. I don't want to see it.
That is a very good point.
We'll work on that.
I'm sorry. I need to apologize. My child is not an idiot. I got yelled at.
No. Yeah, she's not an idiot.
I'm a smart idiot.
She's not.
You're not an idiot at all. Don't let her say you're not an idiot at all.
Not an idiot. She is my angel. Yeah. I'm gonna knock her out though.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
This was amazing.
This was a good time. All right, neighbors. Until next time, take care and be blessed. Peace.